Welcome to a world where the lines between prophecy and reality blur. Nostradamus, the enigmatic 16th century seer, left us with cryptic predictions that have puzzled humanity for centuries. As we step into 2025, many of his prophecies seem to be coming to life before our very eyes. In this video, we'll uncover the astonishing events Nostradamus foresaw and explore how they align with the rapid changes shaping our world today. Are these mere coincidences, or is something far greater at play? Stay with us as we unravel the mysteries of his predictions and their eerie parallels to modern times. The cryptic writings of Nostradamus have long captivated those who seek to understand the mysteries of the future. Among his many predictions, one of the most haunting is the foretelling of a time marked by widespread unrest and turmoil across the globe. Today, as we look at the state of the world in 2025, it's hard to ignore the eerie alignment of his words with the reality unfolding around us. In recent years, the world has seen a surge in social and political upheavals. Economic inequality has widened to unprecedented levels, leaving millions feeling disenfranchised and voiceless. Countries that were once considered beacons of stability are now grappling with divisive rhetoric, political scandals, and distrust in traditional institutions. Nostradamus seemed to predict this erosion of societal cohesion when he wrote of a time when the rich will grow richer and the poor will be forgotten. The disparities in wealth and opportunity are fueling protests, strikes, and even violent clashes in many parts of the world. One cannot ignore the ongoing geopolitical tensions that have escalated in ways many thought unthinkable. The relationship between global superpowers has deteriorated into a precarious dance of hostility and brinkmanship. Trade wars, military buildups, and the race for dominance in technology and space have created a volatile environment. Nostradamus warned of leaders who would stoke the fires of war with words and actions, a warning that feels chillingly relevant as we witness diplomatic relations fray and alliances weaken. Civil unrest has also been amplified by the rapid spread of information and misinformation through social media and digital platforms. While these tools have empowered movements and exposed injustices, they have also deepened divisions, creating echo chambers that polarize societies. Nostradamus wrote cryptically of voices in the air stirring chaos, a line that some interpret as a prediction of the modern-day information age. The speed and reach of digital communication have made it easier than ever for falsehoods to spread, leading to confusion and mistrust in news sources and institutions. Across the globe, environmental pressures are exacerbating social instability. Climate change, a crisis that Nostradamus alluded to in his prophecies about natural upheaval, is contributing to mass migrations, resource shortages, and territorial disputes. The displacement of communities due to rising sea levels, droughts, and extreme weather events is creating a new class of refugees, further straining already fragile political systems. Nostradamus' ominous reference to a time when the earth itself will turn against its people seems to resonate as these challenges mount. Religious and cultural tensions are also playing a significant role in global unrest. In many regions, ideological divides have sparked conflicts that threaten to escalate into larger confrontations. Nostradamus predicted that faiths will collide and kingdoms will crumble, a stark reminder of how differing beliefs can be weaponized to sow discord and violence. As extremism rises on multiple fronts, nations are grappling with the challenge of maintaining peace while addressing the root causes of such divisions. In examining these factors, it's impossible not to wonder whether humanity is on the brink of a transformative moment. While the unrest and chaos described in Nostradamus's writings may seem dire, some scholars believe he was not foretelling an end, but rather a profound period of change. His prophecies often speak to cycles of destruction and renewal, suggesting that the turmoil we are witnessing could be a precursor to a new order or awakening. As we stand in 2025, the parallels between Nostradamus' predictions and the events unfolding around us are too striking to ignore. The rise of global unrest is a testament to the challenges of our time, but it is also a call to action. A reminder that while prophecy may illuminate a potential future, the power to shape it ultimately lies in our hands. By addressing the root causes of these upheavals, fostering unity, and seeking sustainable solutions, humanity may yet defy the fate Nostradamus foresaw and emerge stronger from the trials of this era. Nostradamus, in his cryptic verses, warned of natural upheavals that would disrupt the lives of millions. His predictions spoke of fire, floods, and a world racked by environmental chaos. As we enter 2025, the echoes of his foresight reverberate through the devastating climate catastrophes we now face. It is as though nature itself has become a relentless force of reckoning, bringing Nostradamus' grim visions to life. The signs of this environmental upheaval are all around us. Unprecedented wildfires have ravaged landscapes across continents, leaving destruction in their wake. From the blistering heat waves of North America to the untamed infernos in Australia and the Mediterranean. Fires are consuming forests, homes, and livelihoods. Nostradamus' enigmatic warnings of flames that will touch the heavens seem eerily prophetic as thick clouds of smoke darken skies and blanket cities in ash. These fires, fueled by rising temperatures and prolonged droughts, are not isolated incidents, but part of a larger, more troubling pattern. Floods, too, have wrought unimaginable destruction in recent years, displacing millions and altering entire ecosystems. Countries that were once thought safe from such extreme events now find themselves battling torrential rains and overflowing rivers. In Asia, monsoons have become more intense and unpredictable, submerging vast areas and leaving communities stranded. In Europe, storms have unleashed flash floods that sweep away entire towns. Nostradamus' words about waters that will rise and consume the land seem to foretell the deluges we are witnessing today. Sea levels are creeping higher, threatening coastal cities and islands, while melting glaciers signal irreversible changes to the Earth's delicate balance. These disasters are not just natural occurrences, they are the consequence of human activity that has pushed the planet to its limits. Nostradamus' suggestion that humanity would dig its own grave through its actions resonates deeply in an age of industrial pollution, deforestation, and unchecked consumption. The greenhouse gases released into the atmosphere have created a warming effect that intensifies weather patterns, turning once manageable storms into catastrophic events. Our dependence on fossil fuels and failure to transition to sustainable energy sources are contributing to a crisis that Nostradamus might have envisioned centuries ago. Beyond the immediate destruction, the long-term impacts of these climate catastrophes are equally dire. Crops are failing as droughts and floods disrupt agricultural cycles, leading to food shortages and higher prices. Nostradamus alluded to a time when hunger will spread and famine will follow, and the world is beginning to see the early signs of this grim reality. Regions that rely heavily on agriculture, particularly in developing countries, are bearing the brunt of these changes, exacerbating poverty and instability. The human toll of these disasters is staggering. Communities are being uprooted as climate refugees flee uninhabitable regions, creating new challenges for governments and aid organizations. Nostradamus' forewarning of migrations under the shadow of despair captures the plight of these displaced populations. The strain on resources, housing, and infrastructure in host regions further complicates efforts to provide relief and support. The rising tensions between displaced communities and host populations add another layer of complexity to an already dire situation. Biodiversity, too, is under siege as species struggle to adapt to rapid environmental changes. Forests, coral reefs, and other ecosystems are dying at alarming rates, taking with them countless forms of life. Nostradamus' cryptic mention of the silence of the forests could be interpreted as a reference to this ecological collapse. The loss of biodiversity is not just an environmental tragedy. It has profound implications for human survival, as these ecosystems provide critical services like clean air, water, and pollination. Despite the grim outlook, some argue that Nostradamus' prophecies were not purely fatalistic, but also offered glimpses of hope. The crises we face today could serve as a wake-up call for humanity to unite and take decisive action. Renewable energy technologies, conservation efforts, and international agreements like the Paris Climate Accord represent steps toward mitigating these challenges. If we heed these warnings and work collectively, there is still a chance to reverse some of the damage and build a more sustainable future. In reflecting on the alignment between Nostradamus' predictions and the environmental turmoil of 2025, one cannot help but wonder if his words were a warning meant to guide us. While his prophecies may seem ominous, they also remind us of the resilience and ingenuity of humanity. The natural disasters we face today are not the end of the story, but a pivotal chapter in the ongoing saga of our relationship with the planet. By recognizing our role in these events and embracing change, we may yet alter the course of destiny foretold by Nostradamus. Nostradamus's enigmatic writings often hint at humanity's pursuit of progress, accompanied by warnings of the unintended consequences that such progress might bring. His cryptic verses seem to foretell a time when rapid advancements in knowledge and technology would transform the world, but not without peril. In 2025, his prophecies appear to resonate powerfully as we grapple with the implications of unprecedented technological breakthroughs. The pace of technological innovation in the 21st century is breathtaking. Artificial intelligence, AI, robotics, biotechnology, and space exploration are evolving at a rate that would have seemed unimaginable even a few decades ago. AI systems now drive cars, create art, and even make decisions in industries ranging from healthcare to finance. While these advancements promise to revolutionize the way we live and work, they also raise ethical and existential questions. Nostradamus alluded to a future where man's creations will surpass him, bringing both wonder and woe. In many ways, we are beginning to live in this paradoxical reality. Artificial intelligence, once confined to the realm of science fiction, has become a central force in shaping modern life. Machines that can think, learn, and adapt are already outperforming humans in tasks like data analysis and problem solving. But with this power comes risk. Concerns about AI gaining autonomy, making decisions without human oversight, or being weaponized for malicious purposes are growing. Nostradamus' warning of a time when the wise will fear their own tools feels eerily prescient in light of debates surrounding AI safety and control. Robotics, too, has made remarkable strides, with humanoid robots and automated systems now capable of performing complex tasks. Factories and warehouses are increasingly reliant on robots for efficiency, while surgical robots revolutionize healthcare. Yet, the rise of automation poses a threat to millions of jobs, particularly in industries like manufacturing, transportation, and retail. Nostradamus's cryptic reference to machines that will take the work of many seems to echo the anxieties of our time as societies grapple with the economic and social consequences of widespread automation. Biotechnology and genetic engineering are other areas where human ingenuity has unlocked incredible potential and profound ethical dilemmas. The ability to edit genes through technologies like CRISPR has opened doors to curing genetic diseases, enhancing crops, and even extending human lifespans. However, these advancements also raise questions about where we draw the line. Nostradamus spoke of a time when man will seek to play the creator, a phrase that resonates in an era where designer babies and bio-enhanced humans are becoming a real possibility. The potential misuse of these technologies for eugenics, bioterrorism, or unintended ecological consequences adds to the complexity of these advancements. Space exploration, a frontier that Nostradamus might have envisioned in his references to man reaching the stars, is another area of technological triumph and uncertainty. The push to colonize Mars, develop space tourism, and establish mining operations on asteroids has captured the imagination of humanity. However, these ambitions come with challenges, including the ethical implications of exploiting extraterrestrial resources and the risks of militarizing space. Nostradamus's warning of conflicts born from the heavens could be interpreted as a prophecy of the tensions arising from the race to dominate space. In addition to these individual advancements, the interconnectedness of modern technology presents new vulnerabilities. Cybersecurity threats, data privacy concerns, and the potential for large-scale digital warfare are growing as more aspects of our lives move online. Nostradamus's forewarning of invisible battles waged in silence might well describe the hidden yet impactful conflicts occurring in the digital realm. The risk of infrastructure attacks, misinformation campaigns, and surveillance overreach underscores the double-edged nature of technological progress. Despite these challenges, many believe that technology holds the key to solving some of humanity's most pressing problems. Renewable energy technologies, advanced medical treatments, and AI-driven solutions to climate change are examples of how innovation can be harnessed for the greater good. Nostradamus's prophecies, while often interpreted as foreboding, also contain hints of hope, suggesting that humanity's ingenuity can lead to renewal and enlightenment if used wisely. The tension between opportunity and risk, progress and peril, encapsulates the essence of Nostradamus's warnings about technological advancement. As we stand at the crossroads of a transformative era, the question remains whether we will navigate these challenges responsibly or succumb to the very dangers he predicted. The year 2025 offers both a reflection of Nostradamus's foresight and a call to action, a reminder that while technology may shape our future, it is ultimately up to us to guide its course. Among the many prophecies of Nostradamus, one of the most chilling is his vision of a world plagued by disease. His cryptic writings warn of a time when sickness will sweep the globe, disrupting societies and testing humanity's resilience. In 2025, this prophecy feels uncomfortably relevant as the specter of pandemics continues to loom over the modern world. While the COVID-19 pandemic reshaped the way we think about health, New and emerging threats suggest that we may only be at the beginning of an era defined by global health crises. The recent memory of the COVID-19 pandemic serves as a stark reminder of how vulnerable the world is to the rapid spread of infectious diseases. Nostradamus' mention of a pestilence that will travel quickly, leaving no land untouched, mirrors the experience of a virus that brought the world to a standstill. The pandemic not only claimed millions of lives, but also revealed glaring weaknesses in global healthcare systems, supply chains, and governance. Despite the progress made in understanding and combating COVID-19, new challenges have emerged that align disturbingly with Nostradamus' predictions. Antibiotic resistance, often called the silent pandemic, is one such threat. Overuse and misuse of antibiotics in medicine and agriculture have led to the rise of superbugs, bacteria that are no longer responsive to traditional treatments. Nostradamus warned of a time when remedies will fail and hope will turn to despair. This dire scenario is already becoming a reality as common infections, once easily treatable, now pose significant risks. Without urgent action to develop new antibiotics and enforce responsible usage, the world could face a future where routine surgeries and minor infections become life-threatening. Emerging viruses and zoonotic diseases, those that jump from animals to humans, are another area of concern. Deforestation, urbanization, and climate change are disrupting ecosystems and increasing human contact with wildlife, creating opportunities for new pathogens to spread. The World Health Organization has identified several priority pathogens, including Nipah virus and Ebola, which could trigger the next pandemic. Nostradamus' reference to new plagues arising from the forests and wilds seems eerily prescient in this context, highlighting the risks posed by humanity's encroachment on nature. Climate change itself is a major driver of disease. Rising temperatures and changing weather patterns are expanding the range of vectors like mosquitoes and ticks, leading to the spread of diseases such as malaria, dengue, and Lyme disease into previously unaffected areas. Melting permafrost in the Arctic is also releasing ancient pathogens that have been dormant for thousands of years, raising concerns about the potential revival of diseases for which modern humans have no immunity. Nostradamus' warning of ancient scourges returning to haunt the living feels like a haunting commentary on these developments. The challenges posed by pandemics and other diseases are not limited to their direct health impacts. They also strain economies, disrupt education, and exacerbate inequalities. Nostradamus' cryptic mention of a time when nations will falter, weakened by sickness, captures the cascading effects of health crises on every aspect of society. The COVID-19 pandemic demonstrated how quickly healthcare systems can become overwhelmed, forcing difficult decisions about resource allocation and exposing deep disparities in access to care. Vaccine hesitancy and misinformation further complicate efforts to control outbreaks. While vaccines have been a cornerstone of public health, resistance fueled by conspiracy theories and distrust of authorities has hindered vaccination campaigns in many parts of the world. Nostradamus' cryptic warning about doubts sown among the people, weakening their defenses, resonates in an era where misinformation spreads faster than truth, undermining efforts to protect public health. Despite these dire warnings, there is hope. Advances in medical research and biotechnology offer new tools to combat disease. mRNA vaccine technology, which played a crucial role in the fight against COVID-19, holds promise for addressing a wide range of illnesses, from cancer to rare genetic disorders. Artificial intelligence is revolutionizing drug discovery and disease modeling, enabling faster and more precise responses to emerging threats. Nostradamus's prophecies, while often interpreted as bleak, may also serve as a call to action, an impetus for humanity to leverage its ingenuity and resilience to overcome these challenges. Global cooperation is essential in this fight. The establishment of organizations like the Coalition for Epidemic Preparedness Innovations, CPI, and the increased focus on pandemic preparedness reflect a growing recognition of the need for a united front against health crises. Nostradamus's writings frequently allude to periods of strife followed by renewal, suggesting that collective action and solidarity could be the key to navigating these turbulent times. As we face the health challenges of 2025 and beyond, Nostradamus' prophecies serve as both a warning and a reminder of our shared humanity. While disease has the power to divide and devastate, it also has the potential to unite us in the pursuit of solutions. By investing in science, strengthening healthcare systems, and fostering global collaboration, we may yet defy the grim future he envisioned and build a world where health and resilience prevail. Amid the dark and foreboding prophecies of Nostradamus, there exists a glimmer of hope. Cryptic verses that suggest a period of renewal and resilience emerging from the chaos. While much of his work warns of turmoil, war, disease, and natural disasters, Nostradamus also alludes to the possibility of humanity rising above its trials and finding a way to rebuild and heal. As we navigate the challenges of 2025, these hopeful passages resonate as reminders that even in the darkest times, there is potential for growth, unity, and transformation. The adversities facing the world today, climate change, technological disruption, pandemics, and geopolitical instability, have forced humanity to confront its vulnerabilities. However, these same challenges have sparked unprecedented levels of innovation, collaboration, and determination. Nostradamus's writings often speak to the cyclical nature of human history, where periods of destruction are followed by renewal. His reference to a time of ashes giving birth to new flame suggests that humanity's capacity for resilience and reinvention is a powerful force in shaping the future. One of the most promising areas of renewal is the global push towards sustainability. The climate crisis, while daunting, has galvanized efforts to transition to renewable energy, reduce carbon emissions, and protect natural ecosystems. In 2025, advancements in solar, wind, and nuclear energy are making significant strides, with governments, businesses, and communities investing heavily in green technologies. Nostradamus' cryptic mention of the sun giving strength to the weary might be interpreted as a metaphor for the rise of solar energy as a cornerstone of a sustainable future. This transition not only addresses environmental concerns, but also creates new economic opportunities and jobs, signaling a brighter horizon. The technological advancements that Nostradamus warned could bring peril are also proving to be instruments of hope. Artificial intelligence, biotechnology, and other innovations are being leveraged to solve some of humanity's most pressing problems. AI is revolutionizing industries, from healthcare to agriculture, enabling more efficient and effective solutions. Biotechnology is unlocking new treatments and cures for diseases that were once considered untreatable. Even in the face of challenges like job displacement and ethical dilemmas, these technologies hold the potential to elevate human well-being and extend lifespans. Nostradamus's reference to the tools of men's hands becoming their salvation underscores the dual nature of progress, its capacity to destroy or heal depending on how it is wielded. Perhaps the most profound source of hope lies in humanity's ability to unite in the face of adversity. Recent years have seen a growing recognition of the interconnectedness of global challenges. Climate change, pandemics, and economic inequality are problems that transcend borders and demand collective action. International agreements such as the Paris Climate Accord and global health initiatives reflect an understanding that cooperation is essential for survival. Nostradamus wrote of many kingdoms joining hands to mend what is broken, a vision that aligns with the increasing emphasis on multilateralism and shared responsibility. Grassroots movements and the power of individuals to effect change are also driving hope for the future. Across the globe, young activists, community leaders, and innovators are challenging the status quo and demanding action on issues like climate justice, social equity, and human rights. The rise of these movements demonstrates that ordinary people can have extraordinary impacts, reshaping societies from the ground up. Nostradamus' mention of voices rising from the earth, guiding the way, captures the essence of this transformative energy. The resilience of humanity is further exemplified in its response to recent crises. The COVID-19 pandemic, while devastating, also highlighted the extraordinary capacity for adaptation and solidarity. Communities found creative ways to stay connected, frontline workers risked their lives to save others, and scientists developed vaccines in record time. These acts of courage and ingenuity serve as powerful reminders of what humanity can achieve when it comes together in the face of adversity. Nostradamus' suggestion that from the trials of man will come strength seems to encapsulate the lessons learned during this period of global hardship. Moreover, the arts, culture, and spirituality are flourishing as people seek meaning and connection in turbulent times. Nostradamus' writings often contain references to enlightenment and the search for higher truths. In 2025, this is reflected in the growing interest in mindfulness, meditation, and philosophical exploration. These practices offer solace and clarity, helping individuals navigate uncertainty and build resilience. The creative expressions of artists, writers, and musicians also serve as a testament to the indomitable human spirit, offering inspiration and hope. As we look to the future, it is clear that the challenges Nostradamus predicted are not insurmountable. His prophecies, while often interpreted as warnings of doom, can also be seen as calls to action, reminders of humanity's capacity to adapt, overcome, and thrive. In 2025, the seeds of renewal are already taking root, driven by innovation, collaboration, and the unyielding determination of people around the world. The journey ahead will not be without difficulty, but it is one that holds the promise of a brighter and more equitable future. Ultimately, Nostradamus' vision of hope amid chaos reminds us that the power to shape the future lies in our hands. By confronting challenges with courage and unity, embracing innovation responsibly, and nurturing the values of compassion and cooperation, humanity can transform adversity into opportunity. The trials of 2025 may well be the crucible that forges a new era of progress and enlightenment, a fulfillment of Nostradamus' vision of renewal rising from the ashes of despair.